Hello, welcome back. Today I want to talk about, I suppose, awareness. A few weeks ago, a month ago, there was a lady walking over Putney Bridge. She was on a cycle jogging path, and a jogger, admittedly an angry, selfish person, basically decided to barge her out the way, which knocked her over and put her very close to the wheels of a bus that could have run her over and killed her. The jogger still hasn't been found. I'm sure the intention was not to almost kill someone. It was to make a point that she was in the wrong part of the pavement. But it was obviously an aggressive act. However, it happened as a result of her telephone. She was busy talking on her phone, or not talking on her phone, texting or using social media, which I know ironically I'm talking to you through now. And because of that, she lost her awareness to what was going on around her and to this jogger approaching and the part of the pavement she was walking in. Now, people seem to have a lot of faith in other people when it comes to their own safety and security and their life, really. Yet I think most people are control freaks to a certain point. If you were to meet a stranger, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't ask him to look after to hold the rope that was securing you as you abseiled down the side of a building. You'd like to at least know and trust that person. But people will walk along happily crossing the road, texting, looking at their Facebook, doing whatever, in a world of their own, completely unaware of what's happening around them. Now, there's a lot of responsibility to put on people that probably the rest of the time you're criticising for not, for being rubbish at whether it's driving, whatever. Everyone's got criticism about other people and they never completely trust them. Unless, like I say, you're in your own little world and you're counting on these people to see you and avoid you or stop for you or what have you. Fact is, a lot of people, they shouldn't, but they do text while they're driving, so they might be in the same little bubble as you, not paying attention. Obviously people then get run over, but it's up to you first and foremost to protect yourself, to make sure that you don't get yourself in harm's way and to watch out for others and approaching danger. Now, that's part of the problem. Happily, the UK is probably one of the safest places in the world. Even America, gun crime, murders, and etc., are a lot higher than over here. You go to South America, murder, kidnap, and it's a daily occurrence. In England, we've still got the luxury that it's a rare, shocking event. But people will walk down the pavement, absorbed in their phone, counting on the safety of our society, that no one's going to rob them. How easy would it be for a mugger in today's world to see someone completely oblivious to everything happening around them, walk up beside them, pull out any form of weapon and liberate them from either their resources, the telephone that they're absorbed in, or anything else they choose. You've got to stay aware of your surroundings. It's a natural instinct to all animals, and fundamentally we are animals. We've just got a little blasé of recent because, we have the police, we have cameras, we have this, that and the other, but, I think, you can't put all your faith in everything. Ultimately, you are responsible for yourself, and to throw that onto a state official or to anyone else, and then complain when the person who robbed you doesn't get caught, when the person who runs you over, doesn't get found. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. If you pay attention, most things are avoidable, but people are losing they're losing their own spatial awareness. It brings me on again to counting on other people. All the time I'm driving down the road and there'll be someone effectively just throw their pram into the street in front of cars, counting on that driver paying attention and not running over their child. I mean, your child is the most important thing, you have to care for. I mean, ultimately it's worth more than money, house, material possessions, anything. It's your child and it should be your number one priority. Yet people seem to almost treat the child as a crossing patrol guard who'll step out in front of everyone, and nobody wants to hurt a child, so everyone's going to emergency stop and you can happily sail across the road. Again, it seems to be an enormous faith in other people's ability or awareness that I don't think that people would have in more life and death obvious situations. Like I say, the analogy I used earlier, someone holding the rope for you, you're not going to want a stranger that you've never met and you're not confident that they'll do what they should do and won't walk off on a phone call just as you're about to start to dangle. So basically the thought I want to leave with you today is try and have some awareness. I mean, social media is brilliant. Telephones, they've freed us from desks, they've done wonderful things, but there is a time and a place. If you're out and about, you're walking, you're crossing a road, even just walking down the street, it makes you susceptible, vulnerable to, a car that's not noticed you. At least you notice it and can get out the way. I mean, you shouldn't be crossing in front of a car anyway. People sneaking up on you to rob you or, potentially kidnap someone. I mean, if you're not aware of your surroundings, you are vulnerable and you are taking your life in your hands. And I'm a bit fed up with people taking no responsibility for themselves, and then if things go wrong, blaming the police or what have you for not being there to protect them, because they can't be everywhere. And we all know that when you need the police, everyone always complains they're out pulling over a speeder and they're not dealing with serious crime, but serious crime can be avoided if people are a little more aware. So that's what I'd like everyone to take home today is have more awareness. Don't lose yourself in a bubble. Take responsibility for yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.